We found out Necco's Conversation Hearts will be missing this Valentine's Day. Krispy Kreme is rolling out Doppelganger donuts. They're shaped like hearts, come in the same pastel colors with piped messages like crazy for you and call me, just like the candies. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's premier home purchase lender. We've created a new way to protect you from unpredictable interest rates. Our exclusive Rate Shield approval. First, we lock your interest rate for up to 90 days. Then, if rates go up, your rate stays locked. But if rates go down, your rate drops. Either way, you win. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year fixed-rate loans. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Additional conditions or exclusions may apply.
The backyard's looking great, Rob.
Thanks, man. I was planning on adding a deck, too. Know any good contractors?
Why don't you just ask Home Advisor?
Home what?
HomeAdvisor.com. You just tell them about your project and they match you with local pros that can do the job.
Nice. Now, how much does it cost?
Oh, Home Advisor's totally free to use. Plus, you can read customer reviews, check pricing, and book appointments for free.
What's the website again?
HomeAdvisor.com. Or just download the free Home Advisor app.
Home Advisor. At U.S. Bank, just picture what you can do with a low home equity rate. Cook up a new kitchen, say I do to the perfect wedding. If you can picture it, you can do it with a U.S. Bank home equity line of credit. Apply today at your local U.S. Bank. Visit usbank.com. Go ahead, bring your dreams to life. You've got the strength of U.S. Bank behind you. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You may already know about the EPB's Roundup program, where you can round your electric bill up to the nearest dollar, and that money goes to community relief to help those who are less fortunate pay their electric bill. You can now increase the charitable amount you add to your EPB bill to any amount you choose, $1, $2, $5, $10, or even more. Say your electric bill is $94.14 and you want to round it up by $5. Your bill would actually be $100. To make your change to your EPB bill, contact the Glasgow EPB.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, everybody. 22 degrees at the studios of WCLU. It's a little bit chilly out there, and this wind that's picking up is going to make things feel a little more like the depth of winter as we get into the weekend. Ken Boone on duty at the Weather Channel to sum it all up as we head into the weekend here.
Plenty of sunshine to go around on this Friday. Temperatures leaving a little something to be desired. It is cold to finish out the work week, only going up to around 30 wind chill values in the upper single digits early on. Now tonight we are going to see the clouds build in, may see a few flurries, and the overnight low 22 degrees. A few flurries of snow showers are possible for Saturday. Mix of clouds and sun, afternoon high 41, and we do have a slight chance for some snow and then some rain mixing in for Sunday. Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Jeff. And let's look at the current conditions. The barometer's at 30.27. The winds are to the northwest at 9 miles an hour. Humidity at 67%. No precip in the past 24 hours here at the studios of WCLU. The constant coverage and studio radar screen is all clear this morning. We're well below freezing, so anything that falls is going to be of a treacherous nature, but we don't think we're going to see that anywhere in our day today. 22. Wes Royce has local news in the newsroom. Next.
Have you considered what your retirement looks like? Here are some things about retirement that may surprise you. 64% of retirees say they are confident about having enough money to live comfortably throughout their retirement years. Yet according to the Economic Policy Institute, nearly half of families have no retirement account savings at all. In 2017, more than 67% of retirees depended on Social Security as a major source of their income. The average monthly Social Security benefit at the beginning of 2018 was $1,404. Due to health care costs associated with living longer, 26% of workers now intend to keep working until age 70 and beyond, and 10% don't intend to retire at all. The 65 and older group is expected to become larger and have more influence in the future. Have you made arrangements for health care? Are you comfortable with your investment decisions? If you are unsure about your decisions, give the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger a call at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier W. Alliance LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
I was currently with no prosthetic company, and I was just getting my beginner's prosthetic, and it still wasn't comfortable.
That's when Mike met William Bray with Extreme Prosthetics.
I met Mr. Bray at one of my daughter's ball games, and he'd handed me a card, and he seemed very confident and knew what he was talking about, so I decided to go see Mr. Bray just for a consultation, and just in minutes I was more confident in it, full range of motion.
Mike and many others have given great testimonials for William Bray and Extreme Prosthetics at 400 South Broadway in Glasgow, which you can check out online at comfortforamputees.com.
Yeah, I'm a rather large guy, and it takes a special prosthetic to carry my weight. In the first meeting with Mr. Bray, he realized by looking at the material they used to assemble my prosthetic that it wasn't at the weight limit to carry my weight, and had I not went to that consultation, I'd have never known that.
Professional care from someone who wears a prosthetic themselves. William Bray and Extreme Prosthetics.
If you're just not confident with it, I'd say go see Mr. Bray.
Call 629-5347. For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting Cave City Police Department is asking for help in finding Jarrell Boyd. He was last seen in Cave City on North 2nd Street wearing a red hoodie, blue jeans, tan Timberland boots, and a gold chain necklace. Boyd has teardrop tattoos underneath both eyes. Boyd is wanted for several felony arrests, including escape. You're asking not to approach or try to apprehend Boyd. To please call 911 or the Cave City Police Department at 270-773-2441 or 270-651-5151. Boyd could possibly still have handcuffs on his hands. The Barron Metcalf Ambulance Service met Wednesday, comprised of only 6 members. The recent change in the bylaws meant that now Barron County Judge Executive appoints 3 directors, T.J. Sampson Hospital has 2 directors, and Metcalf County Judge Executive appoints 1 director. Both judge executives appointed themselves. Judge Hale also reappointed Faye Neal and Dr. Joe Middleton, who will continue to serve as chairperson. T.J. Sampson CEO Neil Thornberry and T.J. board member Scott Young will represent the hospital. No longer do the municipalities of Edmonton and Glasgow have representation. The East Main location of the ambulance service has been experiencing roof leaks for some time now, and the way the structure is built, a new roof would need to be made of lighter material. The issue of spending the $30,000 required to install the roof is that it would be an improvement made to a building the service does not own. The Glasgow EPB donated that property as part of an agreement set up in 1981. Director Charlie O'Neill told the board Wednesday evening he thinks the EPB could relinquish the property. The board chose to move forward with plans to replace the roof, contingent on a more favorable arrangement with the EPB. On Wednesday, the Glasgow Police Department responded to a drug complaint on Blackwood Street. Sergeant Stephen Fields made contact with Chris Gentry and received consent to search of the residence and located methamphetamine and digital scales. Chris Gentry of Glasgow was arrested and charged with possession of a controlled substance, first-degree, first offense methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia possession. The arrest was made by Sergeant Stephen Fields and assisted by Officer Cameron Morrell and Probation and Parole Officer Jason Alexander. The Metcalf County Grand Jury has issued the following indictments. Crystal Nicole Key of Summershade was indicted on charges of possession of a controlled substance, first-degree methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Jeremy Allen Harper of Glasgow was indicted on charges of possession of a controlled substance, first-degree methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. And Justin Allen Harper of Edmonton was indicted on charges of possession of a controlled substance, first-degree cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, operating a motor vehicle while license is revoked or suspended for driving under the influence, first offense aggravator DUI, possession of marijuana, and no expired registration plates. More local news when we continue here on WCLU. Right now it is 6:13 and 22 degrees.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barron River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barron River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barron River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gillyhide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
In more local news at this hour, the Mary Wood Weldon Memorial Library has been identified as one of 10 recipients of $10,000 donations from the UPS Store Incorporated. This is the 10th anniversary of the Toys for Tots literacy program. The UPS Store Incorporated will donate $10,000 worth of books from Scholastic, the global children's publishing, educating, and media company, to 10 nonprofit organizations and schools. The UPS Store Incorporated invited the public to nominate qualifying charitable and philanthropic groups, receiving over 1,000 submissions. A selection committee reviewed all nominations and chose the 10 recipients based on their mission to serving children in underserved communities, especially by providing educational resources and enrichment. Congressman John Yarmouth of the 3rd District in Kentucky has introduced a constitutional amendment to the Congress to provide more transparency for money in politics. Marking this week's 9th anniversary of the Supreme Court's Citizens United versus Federal Election Commission decision, Congressman John Yarmouth introduced a constitutional amendment to override key elements of it and other recent Supreme Court decisions that have opened the floodgates for unlimited individual and special interest spending in political campaigns. The amendment, introduced in the House, would amend the Constitution to clarify that financial expenditures and in-kind contributions would no longer qualify as forms of protected speech under the First Amendment. First introduced by Yarmouth in 2011, this amendment would also enable Congress to establish a public financing system for campaigns that would be the sole source of all campaign funding, diminishing the influence of wealthy donors on elections and expanding opportunities for more citizens to run for the office. Yarmouth says, with so much special interest money flowing through our political system, the American people are correct to wonder whether their elected officials are working for them or doing the bidding of the Wall Street banks, drug companies, or other deep-pocketed special interest groups funding their campaigns, says Yarmouth. 9 years ago, in its Citizens United decision, the Supreme Court lifted limits on corporate and special interest spending in federal elections. Then in 2014, the court's decision in McCutcheon versus FEC overturned aggregate limits, allowing a single individual to contribute millions of dollars to political parties and candidates' campaigns. Combined with the continued absence of a stronger disclosure requirements, the decisions have led to unprecedented outside spending on campaigns, according to a press release from John Yarmouth's office. This is WCLU Local News. It's 6:18, 22 degrees. Up next, we'll hear news from around the Commonwealth, KNN News.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance. Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chatzman. The FBI says it's captured a serial bank robber known as the Traveling Bandit, and the suspect is from Kentucky. 49-year-old Jason Robinson of Pikeville is accused of robbing at least 7 banks in 6 states within less than a month. He had banks in Tennessee, Florida, North Carolina, Utah, Alabama, and Illinois. The FBI says the Traveling Bandit was arrested without incident in Colorado. Kentucky educators say they want a bigger role in solving the state's pension crisis. Lawmakers heard from the president of the Kentucky Education Association Thursday, who said teachers aren't willing to make a deal regarding their defined benefit plans. A plan passed last year to address the pension deficit was overturned by the state Supreme Court. A former Harrison County school teacher is pleading not guilty to sexual abuse charges. Amanda Phillips of Cynthiana was in court Thursday for her arraignment. A preliminary hearing is set for late next month. Defense attorney Patrick Nash tells WKYT the next step is for a judge to determine if there was enough evidence for a grand jury.
At this point, we just have to let the process work, and the process will work, and we can't really have any further comment until the case progresses further.
State police say Phillips admitted to an inappropriate relationship with a young teen student while teaching at a Harrison County school. And Coach Cal is making good on his promise to help Lexington families affected by the government shutdown.
The University of Kentucky men's basketball coach tweeted that his foundation has given $250,000 to help the 500 federal workers on furlough in Lexington. In a tweet, Calipari wrote, quote, "I have taken great joy with the opportunity to help others." He adds he is willing to help more if the shutdown continues, only asking for federal employees to pay it forward in return. I'm Haley Hansen.
I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
I am Sergeant Ronald Fay with the Louisville Metro Police Department. What are the odds of you being in a crash? Well, I am no fortune teller. What I do know is a seatbelt is your best protection from injury and death. So please get in and buckle up, day and night. If writing tickets can prevent tragedies like the ones that I've seen, I'll do it. Why? Because it saves lives.
A message from law enforcement officers across Jefferson County and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety. Click it or ticket.
You know, for visiting teams, the trip to the home court of the Big Blue usually ends in disaster. But for every disaster that happens off the court or field, call the fire, water, cleanup, and restoration specialists at 1-800-SERVE-PRO. That's where you'll find the team that's faster to any size disaster, thanks to 27 locations across Kentucky. So when fire or water threatens your home or business, call on the Big Green Vans. It's 1-800-SERVE-PRO, that's SERVPRO, or ServePro.com. Go Big.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one, or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit SouthCentralKYMonuments.com.
This is WCLU Local News. It is 23 minutes after 6 o'clock and 22 degrees. We have Jeff Eno working at the Weather Channel this morning, who's going to tell us we could have some zero wind chills as we head into the weekend. In area funeral announcements this hour, Lonnie Ray Holland, age 90, of Fountain Run, died Wednesday at the Medical Center at Bowling Green. He graduated from Camellia High School in 1948 and served in the U.S. Army during the Korean War in 1953 through 55. He was a lifelong farmer, a member of the Kentucky Cattlemen's Association, along with Monroe County and Allen County Local Cattlemen's Association, a board member of the Flippin Volunteer Fire Department, and served faithfully as a deacon for over 50 years at the Fountain Run First Baptist Church and the Indian Creek Baptist Church. He is survived by his daughter, Janet Holland Johnson of Scottsville, 4 grandchildren, Andy Holland Johnson of Lexington, Lee Douglas Johnson of Fountain Run, Olivia Nicole Nikki Gary and husband George of Fountain Run, and Kevin Anthony Chestnut and wife Ashley of Leavenworth, Kansas. Funeral services for Lonnie Ray Harlan will be held at 1 o'clock Saturday at the Fountain Run First Baptist Church, burial to follow in the Needle Cemetery. Visitation begins at 4 o'clock today at the Fountain Run Funeral Home and continues Saturday morning at the church. Edward A. Eddie Brooks, age 76, of Shepherdsville, died at his home with his family and friends at his side on Thursday. Eddie was a United States Army veteran and a member of the No-Lynn Baptist Church. He retired after 32 years of service from Philip Morris Tobacco as a maintenance machinist. Soon after he got out of the military and started working with Philip Morris, he purchased a farm on what is now Brooks Road. The farm had an abundance of March lilies and was a peaceful retreat for family and friends to gather to pick flowers. He is survived by his loving wife, Frida Brooks, a son, Monty Brooks of Bee Spring, a daughter, Rhonda Logston of Shepherdsville, 7 grandchildren, Anthony, Daniel, and Travis Roten, Jordan Logston, Julie, April, and Luke Wilson, 2 brothers, Charles Weldon Brooks of Bowling Green and Clyde Brooks of Mammoth Cave, and 3 sisters, Nelsie Taylor, Bobby Wilson, and Nina Childress, all of Mammoth Cave. Service for Edward A. Eddie Brooks will be at 2 Sunday at the Patton Funeral Home's Brownsville Chapel, interment to be in the Hillgrove Church Cemetery. Visitation begins at 4 o'clock Saturday and continues Sunday. Memorial contributions can be made to the Salvation Army of Bowling Green or the Hillgrove Church Cemetery in Mammoth Cave. Patricia Jean Cowles Vincent, age 80, of Smiths Grove, died Wednesday. She was a quality inspector for Country Oven Bakery and was a member of the Smiths Grove United Methodist Church. Her survivors include her husband, Larry Vincent, a son, Anthony Vincent, 2 daughters, Sheila Moorhead and Allison Vincent, 6 grandchildren, William Marr, Brittany Marr, Lindsay Skaggs, Leslie Saling, Jeremy Vincent, Callie Stewart, 5 great-grandchildren, 2 sisters, Brenda Goodnight and Debbie Cowles Vernon, 1 brother, Harold Cowles, a sister-in-law, Diane Cowles, 3 caregivers, Louise Wilson, Carly Bird, and Jane Meadows, 6 grandchildren, William Marr, Brittany Marr, Lindsay Skaggs, Leslie Saling, Jeremy Vincent, Callie Stewart, and 5 great-grandchildren. A memorial service for Patricia Jean Cowles Vincent will be Saturday at 2 at the Hardy & Son Funeral Home's Bowling Green Chapel, with visitation from 10 until 2 Saturday at the funeral home. The family requested donations be made to the Smiths Grove Methodist Church. Edward Earl Harden, age 74, of Sunfish, died Tuesday at the Medical Center in Bowling Green. He retired from Leggett & Platt as a press operator and was a member of the Sunny Point General Baptist Church. He is survived by his wife, Nellie Rita Harden, a son, Steve Earl Harden of Danville, a daughter, Amanda Harden Logston of Annetta, 1 grandson, Kyle Harden, 2 great-granddaughters, Addison Doyle and Kylie Harden, 2 brothers, Carl Harden of Louisville and Donald Harden of Sunfish. Service for Edward Earl Harden will be Saturday at 1 o'clock at the Sunny Point General Church Cemetery, with interment to follow in the Sunny Point Church Cemetery. Visitation from 11 until 8 today at the Patton Funeral Home's Brownsville Chapel, and Saturday beginning at 10 o'clock at the church. Service for Carolyn Adelaide Rutherford, age 47, of Glasgow, will be at 11 o'clock Saturday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Evergreen Cemetery at Park City. Visitation begins today at 2 p.m. Service for Virginia Lee Page, age 83, of Hardyville, will be at 11 o'clock Saturday at the Horse Cave First Baptist Church. Interment to be in the Horse Cave Cemetery. Visitation begins tonight at 5 p.m. Arrangements under the direction of the Brooks Funeral Home. Service for Rethel Davis Taylor, 87, of Cub Run, will be today at 1 o'clock at the Seagull Funeral Home. Burial to be in the Cub Run Cemetery. Service for Donnie Vance, 75, of Park City, will be today at 2 o'clock at the Patton Funeral Home's Park City Chapel, interment to be in the Rocky Hill Cemetery. Funeral services for Emma Jean Hayes Wade, age 88, of Summershade, will be this morning at 11 o'clock at the Summershade Missionary Baptist Church, with interment to follow in the Summershade Cemetery. Memorials may be made to the Summershade Missionary Baptist Church. The McMurtry Funeral Home is in charge. Service for Meredith Reagan Hurlbut, age 46, of Dalton, Georgia, will be at 11 o'clock today at the Pleasant Grove Chapel of Julian Peoples Funeral Home in Dalton. Memorial contributions can be made to the Tennessee Donor Services of Nashville. And attention, memorial contributions. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day, free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Making your funeral arrangements in advance is one last wonderful gift you can give the loved ones who will be left behind. By freeing them from the burden of many details, you give them time to do the work of grieving and caring for one another.
This is Follis Crow. Let us help you with the reflection and remembrance. A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home in Glasgow. We're here for you.
The new Hardee's is now open in Glasgow. Normally, when someone moves into the neighborhood, you welcome them, preferably with biscuits. But we already make biscuits from scratch, hand-breaded chicken tenders, and 100% Angus beef thick burgers. So don't you go welcoming us. We can welcome ourselves and shake our own hands. But that doesn't mean if you visit us, we won't welcome you. And welcoming you with welcome biscuits is all we need to welcome ourselves. Got it? Good. Welcome to the neighborhood. Us. Next to Glasgow High School on Columbia Avenue. Hardee's, because it tastes better. Now open. It's 6:30 at WCLU. Temperature has dropped to 20 degrees here at the studios of WCLU. Wind still blowing out of the northwest at about 9 miles an hour. That makes our wind chill about 11 degrees this morning. Let's turn to local sports, where we're looking at tonight's high school basketball action. Glasgow welcomes Barron County to Scotty Gym for a 15th District girl-boy doubleheader tonight. The girls will play first tonight at 6 p.m. Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, and Bruce Tribune will have the broadcast of both games starting at 5:50 on Light 102.3, WCLU 103.1 FM, and 1490 AM, and online at playwclu.com. In other girl-boy doubleheaders tonight, Caverna goes to LaRue County. Allen County Scottsville hosts Clinton County. Edmonson County entertains Butler County. Russell County plays at Casey County. Warren East entertains Greenwood. Warren Central visits Bowling Green. Franklin Simpson goes to Todd Central. And Logan County welcomes Russellville. Girls action tonight. Metcalfe County takes on Covington Holy Cross at 7:30 Central Time. This morning, I should say. Of course, that is should be coming up here in about an hour. That 7:30 morning start. Metcalfe County taking on Covington Holy Cross today. And this is in the All-A-State Tournament at Richmond. One boys game, South Warren travels to Ohio County. That's a check of local sports. 6:32.
The Weather Channel brings you the latest forecast. Sponsored by Southern States in Glasgow.
Do you know who your new Purina dealer in Barron County is? It's Southern States Glasgow Cooperative. Yes, Southern States now stocks Purina bag feeds. Chicken, pigs, cows, and horses. Check with Frank or any of the friendly Southern States staff. Stock up on muck boots for the whole family and save 10% off. Men's, women's, boys, and girls muck boots in the latest styles. And as the weather cools down, check with Jimmy at Southern States to learn about ventless propane heaters from 10,000 to 30,000 BTUs. The staff at Southern States is ready to help you year-round in every way. 300 Sampson Street, Glasgow.
Plenty of sunshine to go around on this Friday. Temperatures leaving a little something to be desired. It is cold to finish out the work week, only going up to around 30 wind chill values in the upper single digits early on. Now tonight we are going to see the clouds build in, may see a few flurries, and the overnight low 22 degrees. A few flurries of snow showers are possible for Saturday. Mix of clouds and sun, afternoon high 41, and we do have a slight chance for some snow and then some rain mixing in for Sunday. Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm. Proverbs 13, verse 20. It often amazes me at how little thought the average person gives to who they allow to influence themselves. Who are you hanging around with? Who are your friends? What are they causing you to think and do? Who we choose to follow will determine who we become. Remember, we take on the attributes of the people we spend the most time with. Thus Jesus said to his disciples, "If anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me." It's Matthew 16:24. If we want to be great in God's eyes, we've got to follow great people, and certainly that begins by following Jesus the Christ. This is Bart for South Green Street.
Don't miss a great night out for a great cause Saturday, January 26th at the Cave City Convention Center. Jeff Parker and Company, formerly of Daly and Vincent, with special guests Arthur Hatfield and Buck Creek, perform live to benefit the Cave City Volunteer Fire Department. Tickets are just $15 and are on sale now at the Cave City Convention Center or from any Cave City fireman. Jeff Parker and Company and Arthur Hatfield and Buck Creek, live at the Cave City Convention Center Saturday, January 26th. Get your tickets now.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Glasgow.
Yes, indeed. Ralphie's Fun Center, their middle name is Fun. And we are so tickled to have so many folks already reported as celebrating weekend birthdays here to us at WCLU. I think we just need to jump into the driver's seat and take off here. We've got Terry Hobgood having a birthday today. It's also Charlie Polson's birthday. Mitch Nethery, we understand Mitch is 85 today. It is Charlie Polson celebrating. Candy Hare Howard, Candy is 49 today. James Glover Sr. is 61. Kevin Wheeler is 41. Let's see here, we got Bill Johnson on here again. This time, we've got Bill's age. Bill is 41 today. Congratulations. Kathy Barrick is here on the birthday list today. We also have Rookie Walker. Rookie is 69. Nehemiah Wood has a birthday today. Mike Richardson celebrates one anniversary. It is for Larry and Martha Davis. Happy anniversary to Larry and Martha Davis today. Now, let's get over here and look at our Saturday list. We've got Kaylee Jade Vance. Miss Kaylee is 11 today. Lauren Cherry has a birthday. Sue Muse. Gary Tillman. Gary's going to be 63 tomorrow. Willa Dean Hogue with a birthday today. Now, we have anniversaries, first of all, on Saturday for Larry and Vicky Bunch, and then for Steve and Donna Ray. And on Sunday, it's birthday time here for Jody Bird, Ryan Turner, Kelly Deckard has a birthday. Ella White Morgan is going to be 92 on Sunday. Richard Young, Jeanette Norman, and Craig Dial. And one anniversary couple for Sunday. It's a very nice couple. It is Junior and Sharon Morrison. That's Junior and Sharon Morrison having a wedding anniversary on Sunday. And let's see here, one more birthday. This is for today. Brandy Button is having a birthday today. All right. We'll put Brandy on there today. Now, let me see if I see anything else I need to bring up. 651-9149, 800-956-1023, online, WCLUradio.com. Thank you to Ralphie's for giving us something fun to do and someplace fun to go. Ralphie's Fun Center.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
at that time, the Terry Hughes and Comer Company
Okay.
was on the east side of the public square in Glasgow.
Mm-hmm.
And the building today would be the same structure that we would know as Rogers and Driver Law Firm.
Okay. All right.
And the buildings to the right would be a couple of doors down, what we used to know as Ely Drug.
Yes.
On down to the bank and what's now City Hall.
What I love about this picture, Sam, is that somebody with a skill in driving has parallel parked 2 cows and 4 wheels right in front of that building.
This photo is one of the great mysteries of history in Glasgow as to what's going on, because it appears that we have a cart there, and no one has ever been able to come up and truly identify what it is that's on the cart.
Yeah.
There's been some speculation maybe it was a coffin, because we noticed that the undertakers are just next door down the street.
Yeah.
But, kind of a neat photo.
Well, I wonder if that is when the furniture company down there used to also do funeral work. Maybe. Who knows?
If you look at the top of the building, right in the center of the photo, you see furniture on the sign up above, and then you see undertaker down below.
It's a great picture, and I hope that people can get to see this picture. There's a telephone pole, if you want to call it a telephone pole, out there, and it's got like probably 15 places to mount wires. You would have thought they were going to put a whole wicket of wires through downtown with a number of places you had to put them, or maybe they had them full. I don't know, but part of our progress there in that photograph. 1919. The story that was actually a notice in the Glasgow Republican here 100 years ago today. The Terry Hughes Company has closed its business and is winding up its affairs as provided by the laws of the state of Kentucky by the voluntary act of its stockholders as of December the 17th of 1918. Does that mean they went out of business, Sam?
They did go out of business.
All right. 1918.
And that didn't last long because Charles F. Terry, who was the president of that company, then reopened his business simply as Terry's. It was over on the corner of Main and Green Street, where the Barron County Progress Office is today.
Oh, okay. So that wasn't much of a move, was it?
It wasn't. And it was a dry goods store.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Clothing, home goods, all sorts of items could be purchased there.
I love the picture. I appreciate you adding that to it and giving us a little more information about that. Now, speaking of the Barron County Progress, or just speaking of newspapers in general, this story we have from 1929 just tickles me the way this is written. Okay, this was in the Glasgow Times in 1929, and the story reads as follows, Sam. Woods Richardson, who has been engaged in business in Van Lear, Kentucky, the past several years, has returned to Glasgow to make his home. He has been given position in the Times office, and his duties will be solicitation of advertising and job work, news gathering, press feeder, compositor, type distributor, running copy, working nights, folding papers, cutting stock, taking cussings and abuses, and filling dates between time. Seriously, we propose putting him through the mill that all other newspaper men know so well, and when he calls around, please give him an ear. How's that for an introduction? Welcome home for Woods Richardson in 1928.
That sounds pretty interesting and rather accurate for that time. But I guess we should note that Wood's brother happened to be the publisher of the Glasgow Times at that point.
That's right. He was welcoming old Brud home, wasn't he?
Exactly.
So come on down here. You take some of the cussings. And fold those papers while you're at it. 1928. But it was a good move to come home. And, Van Lear, most of a lot of people in Kentucky, they only know the word Van Lear, Kentucky, because of the song "Coal Miner's Daughter." That's the town where my daddy worked a mine in the Van Lear coal mine. That's all I know about Van Lear. You know anything else?
The only thing I know is that Woods was a part of a handful of young men who left here and went to eastern Kentucky to work in that type of situation around the coal mining industry for a few years in the 20s, and this news clip obviously confirms that he did that.
Yes, indeed. Went over there and got involved in the coal industry. But he said, "Nah, I'm going back home." Let's look at 1939, Sam. Talk about a headline to the point. Here's the headline. This is in the Glasgow Republican, 1939. This day, the headline reads simply, "Car stolen, comma, burned." The 1938 Chevrolet coach belonging to Orland Froge, stolen from in front of the Miley Turner pool room on North Ray Street Monday night, was found Tuesday 3 miles out the Franks Mill Road, burned. The findings of an oil can caused officers to believe that the burning of the car was not an accident. And when I read this, I'm thinking, and because of the fact it was 3 miles down the road was not an accident either.
That sounds like some pure meanness going on there.
That's right.
And I bet Orland Froge's grandson, Doug Landers, would enjoy having that 1938 Chevrolet out at Colton's.
He'd like to fix that one up, wouldn't he? That would be good. 1939 Chevrolet, a Roadster, a 38 Roadster, too. Pretty new vehicle, Sam. Let's look at 1949. We're going to bring up some names here that you and I have had the pleasure of knowing for a long period of time. Doctors Lyle and Christine Snavely, chiropractors. This day in 1949 have established offices in the Yancey Building over Bethel's Flower Shop on the southwest corner of the square adjoining the church. Mrs. Snavely is a former Christine Perkins of the Horse Cave section. Mr. Snavely is a native of Nebraska, began his professional training in 1941, but he entered the Army in December of that year and served 39 months in Europe. Both have been attending the Lincoln Chiropractic College in Indianapolis over the past 4 years. And we'll jointly say that they were absolutely charming people and a wonderful part of our community.
They were, and were involved in anything that was worthwhile, pretty much, during their years here. And later on in life, Dr. Christine took up art, and as a result of that and her dedication to the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center, we have the Christine Snavely Gallery.
Yes, indeed.
There that we hear about in the public announcements almost daily.
Yes, that's right. And just a charming person. I feel lucky to have known both of those folks. And you know, Dr. Snavely, Dr. Lyle Snavely, was a good Rotarian, and he would some of his slideshow programs are still legendary that he would bring back from trips that he and Miss Christine took places, Sam.
Always fascinating, and a very clever and humorous fellow, to say the least.
Yeah, it's fun to hear the beginning of their involvement here in our community. Let's go back to 1959. This story in the Republicans, the headline, the Glasgow JCs will conduct roadblocks Saturday, February the 7th. Did you hear that? It's the JCs conducting the roadblocks on Highways 31E North and South and Highways 68 and 80 East and West. The JCs will man the posts throughout the day, and travelers are requested to contribute liberally to the great cause, the March of Dimes. That was 1959. I'm sure there were some JCs who could do some pretty good arm twisting and raise some pretty good funds during that weekend roadblock there, Sam. Very excellent civic organization there. 1969, we learned some sports news. This day in 1969, Willard Parnell of Edmonton, Kentucky, caught Kentucky's biggest muskie at 39 pounds, 14 ounces. He caught it on the Green River in the Mammoth Cave area. Now, I'm not a fisherman, but I got to tell you, that's got to be a big muskie.
It has to be. That's quite a haul.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, in the range of the size of muskies, that one still would have to be a biggie. I'm sure that Mr. Parnell was really, really, really excited to have that catch. Now let's stay with sports here in 1979. We kind of had the prelims a couple weeks back. Today in 1979, we have 3 local winners who actually won the regional pass, shoot, and dribble contest. And here are these 3 local winners: Andy Jones, Michelle Ward, and Gayla Bunch. A big congratulations to these 3 young athletes winning the regional pass, shoot, and dribble contest. Got to be talented to do all 3 really well, and those 3 really did. 1979. 1989, how about a little royalty here, Sam? This is the information from the Metcalfe County High School senior Heather Coleman and Jason Hurt were crowned homecoming queen and beau in festivities at Metcalfe County High School. This would have been in 1989. Of course, right now at this moment, a lot of Metcalfe County Hornet fans sitting inside of the McBrayer Arena over at Eastern, getting ready to play basketball in the state All-A tournament. So, you know, it's more sports out of Metcalfe County here. And going back to the 1989 homecoming contest as well, sir.
Exciting time.
This day in 1999, the Glasgow senior citizens planning a 10-day trip to Ireland under the guidance of Murphy M. de Munbrin. Murph is going to take those folks June 24th through July the 3rd. The cost is $1,800. Murph was an excellent, well, he's just an excellent man, an excellent director of the senior citizens, and I understand the consummate guide through Ireland.
I would think so, and I know some folks who were privileged to go along on some of his journeys to Europe and all sorts of interesting places, and just had a wonderful, memorable time. And he was a great person to remind us of our heritage.
He always enjoyed making sure you enjoyed those trips. And let's see. Let me flip the page over right here. This is 10 years ago, 2009. This was the day. It's an uneventful news day, except for this fact. Freezing rain causes downed trees and left several homes without power. So if I'm bringing up some old memories for you, it was 10 years ago today that all that freezing rain took some trees down and several homes without power. It does become history, even though we don't really want to repeat it all that often, you know. We just as soon as stay away from that. All right. The best I can tell, we have covered, we have done our job. We have looked at 100 years through the decades and putting folks into perspective about what was going on at the time. It's called The Archives. And we thank our archivists. We thank all the folks who help us out here, the sponsors of the archives. And thank you, Sam, for these cool, pictures, these wonderfully detailed pictures of the traffic downtown when it commingled motor and livestock from the day. And I hope you have a good weekend, sir.
You too. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here, sir. Thanks to Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services and Amedisys Home Health.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom.
Big birthdays, and they both involve gongs. First of all, let me get over here and talk about the 40th birthday. The 40th birthday for Jocelyn Mansfield at Park City School. Jocelyn Mansfield is 40. Happy birthday, madam. And also, we've got a 30 gong going over here. 30 gong for Coach Nick Compton at Park City School. So we got a couple of excellent educators who have a lot of excellent friends who are going to make sure that that 30th birthday and that 40th birthday are special indeed. Congratulations. Now, I also need to tell you about Neil Purcell. Neil Purcell is having a birthday on Saturday. And we have Nancy Emberton having a birthday. I think Nancy's Emberton's birthday is Sunday. I'll double check on that. Make sure I got them on the right day right there. But nonetheless, Neil Purcell, Nancy Emberton joining Coach Nick Compton and Jocelyn Mansfield and a whole big bunch of folks that we will review here in just a moment. I also need to tell you we got a special person of the day today. This is a neat deal. I got a nice request here. It's Kathy Barrick Day on the radio. It's Kathy Barrick Day. It says here the nomination form says as follows. Kathy has an extremely busy work schedule with her employer, and she is a walking encyclopedia of knowledge. What a wonderful thing to be said about you. And that is what is being said about Kathy Barrick as she is nominated to be good as gold on her birthday. It just kind of worked out that way. So if you happen to see Kathy Barrick around today, we'd love it if you would pat her on the back, tell her she's good as gold from WCLU, and a little taste of Texas.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
This Friday, temperatures leaving a little something to be desired. It is cold to finish out the work week, only going up to around 30 wind chill values in the upper single digits early on. Now tonight we are going to see the clouds build in, may see a few flurries, and the overnight low 22 degrees. A few flurries of snow showers are possible for Saturday. Mix of clouds and sun, afternoon high 41, and we do have a slight chance for some snow and then some rain mixing in for Sunday. Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Jeff. For current conditions, the barometer's at 30.27. The winds are the northwest at 9 miles an hour. Humidity at 67%. No rain in the past 24 hours. 20 degrees. Weather brought to you by South Central Bank. The colder air has arrived. Are you ready at home to deal with the colder air? Glasgow Building Supply is ready to help you with a quality Eden Pure heater. Keep your home warm with the efficiency of the Eden Pure. It comes in the low-profile version or the tower version with the new and improved copper XH hybrid heat technology. Available in walnut and in maple, and available in the low-profile and the tower size. Come to Glasgow Building Supply. You will see how inexpensive heating your home can be. That's Glasgow Building Supply on 31E Bypass in Glasgow.
Everyone knows you have to winterize your boat, but too often we forget our cars. Glasgow Tire and Auto Center wants to make winterizing your cars top of mind. Stop into Glasgow Tire and Auto Center and let their professionals suggest what's best for your specific vehicle. Also, check out the showroom. When you need tires, Glasgow Tire and Auto Center has brands like Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more, with some great rebates and incentives to get you back on the road. Visit GlasgowTire.com for more details. That's Glasgow Tire and Auto Center, 602 Happy Valley Road, 270-651-7075.
You dream of a career in healthcare. Make your dream a reality at WKU in Glasgow. From dental assisting to phlebotomy to clinical medical assisting, we offer affordable, convenient classes that fit your busy schedule. Some can be completed in as little as 9 weeks. Employers are looking for qualified healthcare professionals. The right career training can help you stand above the rest. Classes begin in March, so register today at wku.edu/Glasgow/training. Life at the top is worth the climb.
We're going to play trivia right now, and we're going to give away a pizza to somebody who's smart, who can win local trivia, the prize, a pizza at the good folks out at Little Caesars, the sponsor of our trivia contest each and every morning. It's good, too.
Listen to the delicious crunch of Little Caesars' new Extra Most Bestest Hot and Ready Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza for just $6. Hot and ready every day between 4 and 8 p.m. Just walk in and pick up a large, crispy thin crust pizza with the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price of only $6. Little Caesars Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza. One bite, and you'll be back for more.
Pizza. Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra Most Bestest Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza versus large round one-topping thin crust pepperoni pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
All right, we've had some tough questions, and we've had lots of good folks trying to answer them. Let's see how you do today. 651-9149-800-956-1023. We don't get into politics much here because it's just not our thing. But as of December of 2017, to the nearest whole number, I want you to tell me what is the percentage of registered Democrats versus registered Republicans in Barron County, okay? As of December 2017, to the nearest whole number, what is the percentage of registered Democrats versus registered Republicans in Barron County? Everybody thinks they know this one. Trivia.
This would be a 68% Democrat.
Say it again now.
68% Democrat.
No, that's not right. We need both of them, like so many percent one, so many percent the other. Trivia. Trivia.
Yes, sir. I'd say it's 60 Democrat, 40 Republican.
No, that's not right. But you've answered it as far as, do it to the whole number. The actual answer has like a decimal point, but we're not going to fool with that. Trivia.
59 Democrat, 41 Republican.
No, it's not right. To the nearest whole number, as of December of 2017, what percentage of Barron counties are Democrat versus what percentage of Barron counties are Republican? Registered.
72 Republicans, 28 Democrats.
No, it's not right. I say that this is registered. Now, don't be thinking about who you know. We got to know about who as far as registration goes. Trivia.
54 Democrats, 46 Republicans.
That's as close as we've had so far, but that's not right. Who knows? This is of December of 2017, officially here. How many Democrats, how many Republicans, percentage-wise? Trivia.
53 and 42.
No, I'm sorry, that's not right. But it's close. That's closer than the other caller was. Trivia.
52 Republicans, 48 Democrats.
No, it's not right. Hello, Trivia.
52-48.
Okay, that's not right. You got to tell me which one is which, too, by the way. Trivia.
Democrat 51.57, Republican 41.73.
All right, so that's right because you looked it up, and that's okay. Who is this speaking?
I had to.
Okay.
Charlene Melton.
Charlene Melton, how you doing?
Okay.
I figured you'd know this one off the top of your tongue, Charlene.
No.
See, I rounded it up, and I'm sure a lot of folks are. I can bet you there's several folks saying, I don't believe that. But here's what it is. As of December of 2017, 52% of Barron Countyans were registered Democrat, 42% of Barron Countyans registered Republican, Charlene. Now, were you shocked to learn that information?
Well, I just didn't know till I looked it up.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is like it's interesting. There's a lot of, you could sit around and, talk about that all day long. It's one thing that the folks who keep these kind of records in the state of Kentucky make a note right here that even though the county hasn't voted for the Democratic presidential candidate since 1992, 51.57% of voters are registered to be Democrats and 41.73% registered to be Republicans. So they find that a big enough note to put it into the state annals. So, but here now, all you got to do is just see how much of this pizza you can keep from Skip, okay?
That's right.
You're hoping that the ratio is 52% Skip, 42% Charlene, right?
That's it. And some for the grandchildren.
That's right. Yeah, that's probably who'll actually get it.
It could be.
Thank you, Charlene. Appreciate you tuning in this morning, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. All right, Charlene Melton. It's right. As of December 2017, 52% Democrat registration in Barron County, 42% Republican. That's the way it is. It's not necessarily the way you vote, the way you think, or the ratio of the signs you put in your yard. That is the registration as of that particular date. And we thank Charlene Melton, and we'll play on Monday, okay?
CBS News Special Report. A major development in the Russia investigation. Republican strategist and Trump supporter Roger Stone has been arrested this morning in Florida. Live to Orlando and correspondent Peter King.
Well, Stone is a former Trump campaign advisor, and he's been implicated in the Russia probe for years. Specifically, there were questions as to whether or not he had advanced knowledge of WikiLeaks' plans to release material on the Hillary Clinton campaign that had been obtained by hackers. Now, Stone has repeatedly said he had back channels to WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, and now Stone has been arrested in Fort Lauderdale. A spokesman for the special counsel's office says 1 count of obstruction on official proceedings, 5 counts of false statements, and 1 count of witness tampering. Stone is due in court later today in Fort Lauderdale. Deborah?
Again, GOP consultant Roger Stone arrested in Florida this morning after an indictment by a federal grand jury. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU, 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM, 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO, 103.1 Glasgow.
Insurance is all about families. That's true when you think about it. From insuring your home, your car, to the farm that provides for the family.
Or that family business that continues through generations. I'm Jared Pursley with Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Don't you mean ISU Pettigo Lessenberry?
Okay, Daniel, you always have to be right.
I'm Daniel Bird here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry, and what we're trying to say is that everything we do is for our families. So if you're looking for agents you can trust,
agents who know where you're coming from, then we'd be honored to serve you and your family's best interest.
Call us today at 270-651-8837.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller
Fred
shop?
at Bailey Gibson.
The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility. None of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
James Thurman at 651-5939.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning. WCLU News Time is 7:14. For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. The Cave City Police Department is asking for help in finding Jarrell Boyd. He was last seen in Cave City on North 2nd Street wearing a red hoodie, blue jeans, tan Timberland boots, and a gold chain necklace. Boyd has teardrop tattoos underneath both eyes. Boyd is wanted for several felony arrests, including escape. You are not asked not to approach or try to apprehend Boyd, but the police call 911 or the Cave City Police Department at 270-773-2441 or 270-651-5151. Boyd could possibly still have handcuffs on his hands. You can see pictures online at WCLUradio.com. The Barron Metcalf EMS Board met Wednesday, comprised of just 6 members now. The recent change in the bylaws means that now Barron County Judge Executive appoints 3 directors, T.J. Sampson Hospital has 2 directors, and Metcalf County Judge Executive appoints 1 director. Both judge executives appointed themselves. Judge Hale also reappointed Faye Neal and Dr. Joe Middleton, who will continue to serve as chairperson. T.J. Sampson CEO Neil Thornberry and T.J. board member Scott Young will represent the hospital. No longer do the municipalities of Edmonton and Glasgow have representation. The East Main location of the ambulance service has been experiencing roofs for some time now. Leaks in the roof, and the way the structure is built, a new roof would need to be made of lighter material. The issue of spending $30,000 required to install that roof is that it would be an improvement made to a building the service does not own. The Glasgow EPB donated that property as part of an agreement set up in 1981. Director Charlie O'Neill told the board Wednesday evening he thinks the EPB could relinquish the property. The board chose to move forward with plans to replace the roof, contingent on a more favorable arrangement with the EPB. The Metcalf County Grand Jury has issued the following indictments. Crystal Nicole Key of Summershade was indicted on charges of possession of a controlled substance, first-degree methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Jeremy Allen Harper of Glasgow was indicted on charges of possession of a controlled substance, first-degree methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Justin Allen Harper of Edmonton was indicted on charges of possession of a controlled substance, first-degree cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, operating a motor vehicle while the license is revoked or suspended for driving under the influence, first offense aggravator DUI, possession of marijuana, and no or expired registration plates. Marywood Weldon Library has been identified as one of the 10 recipients of a $10,000 donation from the UPS Store Incorporated. This is the 10th anniversary of the Toys for Tots literacy program. The UPS Store will donate $10,000 worth of books from Scholastic, the global children's publishing, education, and media company, to 10 nonprofit organizations and schools. The UPS Store invited the public to nominate qualifying charitable and philanthropic groups, receiving over 1,000 submissions. A selection committee reviewed all nominations and chose the 10 recipients based on their mission to serving children in underserved communities, especially by providing educational resources and enrichment. For a complete rundown of all local news, log on now to WCLUradio.com. This is WCLU Local News.
BG Tire is way more than just tires. They are your full-service tire and automotive center. They offer pickup and drop-off service to your home or business to save your precious time. Alignments, oil changes, brake work. BG Tire does it all, including emergency roadside assistance 24 hours a day. Put your faith in the company Bowling Green has trusted for 4 generations. BG Tire, 1046 Lovers Lane, Bowling Green, across from BG Home Furnishings.
Everyone knows you have to winterize your boat, but too often we forget our cars. Glasgow Tire and Auto Center wants to make winterizing your cars top of mind. Stop into Glasgow Tire and Auto Center and let their professionals suggest what's best for your specific vehicle. Also, check out the showroom. When you need tires, Glasgow Tire and Auto Center has brands like Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more, with some great rebates and incentives to get you back on the road. Visit GlasgowTire.com for more details. That's Glasgow Tire and Auto Center, 602 Happy Valley Road, 270-651-7075. In more local news at this hour, Wednesday, Glasgow Police Department responded to a drug complaint on Blackwood Street. Sergeant Stephen Fields made contact with Chris Gentry and received consent to search of the residence and located methamphetamine and digital scales. Chris Gentry of Glasgow was arrested and charged with possession of a controlled substance, first-degree, first-offense methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The arrest was made by Sergeant Stephen Fields, assisted by Officer Cameron Morrell and Probation and Parole Officer Jason Alexander. Congressman John Yarmouth of the 3rd District in Kentucky has introduced a constitutional amendment to the Congress to provide more transparency for money in politics. Marking this week's 9th anniversary of the Supreme Court's Citizens United versus Federal Election Commission decision, Congressman John Yarmouth introduced a constitutional amendment to override key elements of it and other recent Supreme Court decisions that have opened the floodgates for unlimited individual and special interest spending in political campaigns. The amendment, introduced in the House, would amend the Constitution to clarify that financial expenditures and in-kind contributions would no longer qualify as forms of protected speech under the First Amendment. First introduced by Yarmouth in 2011, this amendment would also enable Congress to establish a public financing system for campaigns that would be the sole source of all campaign funding, diminishing the influence of wealthy donors on elections and expanding opportunities for more citizens to run for office. Yarmouth says, with so much special interest money flowing through our political system, the American people are correct to wonder whether their elected officials are working for them or doing the bidding of the Wall Street banks, drug companies, and other deep-pocketed special interest groups funding their campaigns. 9 years ago, its Citizens United decision, the Supreme Court lifted limits on corporate and special interest spending in federal elections. Then in 2014, the court's decision in McCutcheon versus FEC overturned aggregate limits, allowing a single individual to contribute millions of dollars to political parties and candidates' campaigns. Combined with the continued absence of stronger disclosure requirements, the decisions have led to unprecedented outside spending on campaigns, according to a press release from Yarmouth's office. For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce. Now more news from around the state. Kentucky News Network.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. Governor Bevin reiterating that he will run for re-election. The governor made a stop in Leslie County Thursday afternoon, telling WYMT,
and I will be a choice that people will have, and again, I encourage people, regardless of their party affiliation, look carefully at who has actually done things in their past.
It is unsure if he'll file with his current Lieutenant Governor Janine Hampton as a running mate. The deadline to file is January 29th. Longtime Democratic House leader Rocky Adkins has officially filed to run for governor in Kentucky. Adkins stressed his rural roots in eastern Kentucky on Thursday and said he can win back Democrats who abandoned the party to support Republicans. The FBI says it's captured a serial bank robber known as the Traveling Bandit. The suspect, a Kentuckian.
49-year-old Jason Robinson of Pikeville is accused of robbing at least 7 banks in 6 states within 3 weeks of each other. He hit banks in Tennessee, Florida, North Carolina, Utah, Alabama, and Illinois. Police say Robinson would present a note demanding money and threatening to have a weapon before fleeing with the cash on foot. According to the FBI, the traveling bandit was arrested without incident in Colorado. He's currently in federal custody. I'm Haley Hansen.
Authorities are asking for help in finding a missing Grayson County man they fear may be in danger. 57-year-old Michael Williams was last seen in Louisville on Sunday, January 13th. Williams is white, 5'9", about 210 pounds, with brown eyes and brown graying hair. And Bluegrass Airport in Lexington is assisting furloughed TSA and FAA workers. The workers are facing a second missed paycheck, and one airport employee is working with others, organizing a makeshift food bank. Donations are also being accepted from the public at the airport's information booth. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
At AT&T, we believe that access to affordable home internet brings you incredible opportunities. You can enjoy the power to explore a digital world of possibilities and connect with family, friends, and the things that matter most. That's why there's access from AT&T. If a member of your household is a SNAP participant, you may qualify for home internet at a discounted rate of $10 a month. No commitment, no deposit, no installation fee. Plus, get an in-home Wi-Fi gateway at no extra cost. Call 1-855-220-5211 or visit att.com/aware to learn more.
SNAP refers to the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Pricing excludes tax. Service will include a monthly data allowance depending on the type and speed of service you receive. If you exceed your monthly data plan allowance, you will be automatically charged $10 for each 50 gigabytes of data usage in excess of your data plan, even if less than 50 gigabytes is used. For details about data allowances, go to att.com/internet-usage. Wi-Fi enabled device required. Other restrictions apply.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gillyhide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50+ years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Who will be
725, 20 degrees this morning at WCLU. We were having a wee bit of a drop, but we've stabilized things here for a little while this morning. We'll check in with, let's see, who's working at the weather channel today. It's Jeff Eno. We'll check in with Jeff here just in a second. Let's turn to local sports. High school basketball tonight. Glasgow welcomes Barron County to Scotty Gym for a 15th District girl-boy doubleheader, with the girls playing first at 6 o'clock. Joe Myers, Larry Eller, and Bruce Tribune will have the broadcast of both games starting at 5:50 on Light 102.3, WCLU 103.1 FM, and 1490 AM, and online at playwclu.com. Other girl-boy doubleheaders tonight. Kavarna goes to LaRue County. Allen County Scottsville hosts Clinton County. Edmonson County entertains Butler County. And Russell County plays at Casey County. Warren East entertains Greenwood. Warren Central visits Bowling Green. Franklin Simpson goes to Todd Central. And Logan County welcomes Russellville. Now, in girls' action underway right now, the Metcalfe County Lady Hornets continuing their participation in the state All-A tournament. They're taking on Covington Holy Cross at the McBrayer Arena at Richmond, Kentucky, in the Eastern Kentucky University McBrayer Arena. This is quarterfinals of the All-A State Tournament in Richmond, a rare early morning game, and the Metcalfe County Lady Hornets are underway. And in a boys' game, South Warren travels to Ohio County. And that's a check of local sports.
Trees, but it does grow at Citizens First. Hi, I'm Dana Chapman, branch manager at our Glasgow Southgate branch. We have a checking account at Citizens First that earns you real interest on your money, more than most CDs. Our Platinum Plus checking account. Our staff makes moving your account to Citizens First simple and seamless by helping you through the process. We're committed to a brighter future for both you and our community. Citizens First, the best choice for the best checking accounts. Stop by today to open your Platinum Plus account. Member FDIC.
The Empty Nest inside Pharmacy Express is full of goodies like new fall fashion jewelry, home decor for every room, artwork, and much more. Check out the Cindy bracelets and On Who jewelry, both with great causes. The Empty Nest also offers wedding and baby registry. Make sure to ask about their customer loyalty program. For every purchase at the Empty Nest, you earn double points to redeem for cash off your next purchase. You'll find the Empty Nest is not so empty inside Pharmacy Express on the corner of Cleveland Avenue and the Bypass in Glasgow.
It can be a very lonely feeling. If you're in charge of settling an estate, closing out a business, or wrapping up a real estate transaction, how to dispose of the valuables, collections, and even useful everyday items can be overwhelming. Why not get help from the people who do it every day and have a track record of helping people in the same situation as you? We're talking Barren River Consignment. We are experts in handling estate sales, tag sales, and closeouts. We can do it at your home or at our spacious facility in Southgate Plaza. We price, arrange, organize, and display items to be sold. We advertise your sale and we research items for maximum return. Don't take on this daunting task without getting the right help. Barren River Consignment will make it simple for you. Come by our store behind Pizza Hut in the yellow and green building. We'll explain every detail, give you a contract to read over ahead of time, and answer every question. Barren River Consignment can maximize your results. Call 270-629-6666 for more information.
This WCLU Weather Channel update brought to you by Apollo PC Glasgow.
Ugh, why is this thing so slow?
Is your slow computer frustrating, but you don't want to pay the money for a new one? Well, check this out.
Hi, I'm Chris from Apollo PC. Nothing runs better than a new computer. Our refurbished models are practically good as new. Right now, get a complete computer system with monitor, keyboard, mouse, and speakers running Windows 7 for only $300. Or if you prefer a laptop, we have fully refurbished models for only $250. And we wouldn't put the Apollo name on it if they weren't top-notch.
Search faster with Apollo PC. Chain Drive in Glasgow next to Sweetheart Bakery.
Plenty of sunshine to go around on this Friday. Temperatures leaving a little something to be desired. It is cold to finish out the work week, only going up to around 30 wind chill values in the upper single digits early on. Now tonight we are going to see the clouds build in, may see a few flurries, and the overnight low 22 degrees. A few flurries of snow showers are possible for Saturday. Mix of clouds and sun, afternoon high 41, and we do have a slight chance for some snow and then some rain mixing in for Sunday. Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Jeff. We didn't get any precip in the past 24 hours, but I'm glad we didn't because it's been so cold. Our temperature continues to hang in there at 20 degrees this morning. The barometer's at 30.27. Winds out of the northwest at about 9 miles an hour, and that makes it feel like 12 degrees if you're standing smack dab into the face of the wind. Humidity at 67%. And, well, I just said 20 degrees, and when I said 20, it went down to 19. So it's continuing to make that trend down. This weather brought to you by the good folks at Apollo PC Glasgow 731. While we're stopped here, why don't we jump on the birthday train? Yeah, we got a bunch of folks having birthdays this weekend. Ralphie's Fun Center says, that's fun.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lining up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
All right, we've added a bunch of birthdays here, had lots of nice conversations with special folks celebrating today.
I'm Captain Obvious.
And let's see here. What is that? That was Captain Obvious. Let me get back over here to the birthdays this morning. You know, I don't think we blew it up enough over at Park City this morning. They got 2 big birthdays over there, and we gonged 2 folks over there at Park City School. Jocelyn Mansfield, we sounded that 40 gong in her honor today. Coach Nick Compton, we sounded a 30 gong in his honor for today. So big doings there in Park City. We have Terry Hobgood on the list. Charlie Polson. Make sure you know Charlie Polson, and he's having a birthday. Mitch Nethery is 85. Candy Hare Howard is 49. James Glover Sr. is 61, we understand today. It's Bill Johnson, 41. Kevin Wheeler, 43. Kathy Barrick has a birthday today. Rookie Walker is 69. Nehemiah Wood. Mike Richardson. Brandy Button. Jocelyn Mansfield. I told you about that. She's 40, and Coach Nick Compton is 30. And Nancy Emberton has a birthday today, and Carolyn Oliver has a birthday today, too. Larry and Martha Davis have a wedding anniversary today. Saturday, how about Neil Purcell, Willadine Hogue, Gary Tillman, 63, Sue Muse, Lauren Cherry. Kaylee Jade Vance is 11 on Saturday. Anniversaries for Larry and Vicky Bunch, and for Steve and Donna Ray on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we celebrate with Jody Bird, Ryan Turner. Kelly Deckard has a birthday Sunday. Ella White Morgan turns 92. That's right, 92 on Sunday for Ella White Morgan. Richard Young, Jeanette Norman, Craig Dial with a birthday, and Junior and Sharon Morrison have a wedding anniversary on Sunday. I think we are up to date, except for the fact that I need to tell you about today being Kathy Barrick Day on the radio. Now, Kathy Barrick was nominated to be Good as Gold on her birthday, and a lot of times that doesn't work out, but we want you to always get those nominations in, because we will take care of special folks on their special day. And we do appreciate the nominations. But today is Kathy Barrick Day, and the person that submitted Kathy's name says the following on the nomination form. Kathy has an extremely busy work schedule with her employer, and she is a walking encyclopedia of knowledge. What a nice thing to say about Kathy Barrick, and let her know she's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas.
The future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance. Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Glasgow prescription.
36 WCLU. We got tidbit news right around the bend here, but I want to tell you about the Sneed family singing at Pleasant Grove Baptist Church in Warren County tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Also want to tell you about the blood drive coming up next Wednesday at the Bowling Community Park in Edmonton from 1 until 6. And don't miss it, because you've only got through Sunday, January the 27th, to go down to the lake and take one of these Sandhill Crane tours. Bear River State Park. Register for one of 2 trips, the morning sunrise or the sunset trip. You can call the park at 646-2151 for more information and to make reservations.
Good morning, friends. We seem to be living in an angry and a spiteful world. Many people are found to be showing anger toward others by slanderous remarks, accusations, and even by damaging deeds. The popular trend seems to be this: if we do not agree with a person's politics, morality, or religion, then one is forced and free to slander their character, them of any foul deed, whether they are guilty or not, and even damage their property if you find that property offensive to your sense of right and wrong. Because of such speech and behavior, many people seek to react in like manner. The result is an angry and a spiteful environment for everybody concerned. I remember as a boy when someone would call another some undesirable name, the often used response was, "It takes one to know one." There may be more truth to that statement than we would like to admit. In Colossians chapter 3, Paul says that God has chosen Christians to be his holy people. He then describes what that means. Christians are to be merciful, kind, humble, gentle, and patient with everyone, and willing to get along with others in life, so we're always loving and forgiving. Of course, if one is not concerned with God's will, then I guess it's useless to expect that one to try and do as God has instructed. This is Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ.
Why do you choose the pharmacy you use? Is it because of someone you know, or is it short wait times? Highland Pharmacy has considered all of these things that make your experience at the pharmacy pleasant. With a top-notch staff of pharmacists and techs you know and trust, 2 drive-through windows, and a commitment to not making you sit and wait any longer than necessary, you can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion, 301 Rogers Road. Call 270-629-4300.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
Hard to believe we're wrapping up for the week. And wrapping up for a good week of Tidbit News it's been, Wes.
I'm glad we finally had a trivia winner today.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some tough questions, and we've had some very competitive players, but, sometimes folks we can't hook up, but today we did.
I thought you was going to tell Charlene that she was incorrect because the question asked for you to round it up to the nearest whole number.
Actually, when you hit it on the button, though, I mean, I got to give her credit. But she's a school teacher and a smart person, so she could have rounded it up with no trouble. Anyway,
that is the truth.
Let's go back here and look and see from the tidbit standpoint what we have. I got some. Why don't we wrap up a hectic week with some hectic tidbits, all right?
All right.
Sometimes a person who smokes needs to grab a cigarette in the worst way. And in Germany, the police say an intoxicated man decided to take a smoke break while his train made a short stop. When the stop turned out to be shorter than he figured, trouble ensued. Police say the man tried to jump back on the train when it pulled out, clinging on to the coupling as the train picked up speed. The man began screaming as the train resumed plowing toward Hamburg at speeds up to 125 miles per hour.
Does the train go that fast?
Talk about hanging on. Yeah, these high-speed transit trains in Germany, they do. Passengers...
That's the way to go.
Passengers...
You don't have to get off the ground, and you don't have to get in an airplane.
If it goes 125 miles an hour, you see they don't really have time for much of a smoke break.
No.
Passengers heard the man's cries, and he got the train to make an emergency stop. The man was actually handed over to authorities when the train reached the station at Essen. He is now under investigation for dangerous interference with train traffic. Now, that's
an offense?
There's no plain way to put it. Hey, that was dangerous interference because, a human being hanging on to the outside can only be classified as dangerous interference when it has to stop. So anyway, he's been handed over to the authorities. I bet he'll, leave that pack of smokes home the next time or something. Anyway, that was what's one harrowing thing. Here's another harrowing thing that can happen here. There's a lot of things you can get from the local code enforcement office, Wes. In the case of one in Southern California, you can add help delivering a baby to the list.
Okay.
A spokeswoman for the Riverside County in California says a woman went into labor on January 16th. Amanda and Oswaldo Tadeo of Paris were, it's Paris. It's Peris. I've not seen it spelled that way, but that's the only way you can say it. They were
the S is silent and the I is hard.
Okay.
It's Pari.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I'm just making that up.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll say well, we're refocusing the tidbit story. I'll say that. Anyway, Amanda and Oswaldo Tadeo of rural California were racing to the hospital when they realized they didn't have enough time. So they made a pit stop at the Riverside Code Enforcement Office. Angie Solis was walking into the office when she heard the husband's cry for help. Solis supported the baby's head as he was delivered and held the infant until he started crying, and then placed the new arrival on the mother's chest. One more, just all of the day's work at the California Code Enforcement Office.
They did not see that coming.
No, they didn't.
Did you hear about the cow in Prestonsburg?
No, I didn't. Tell me about that.
You don't know about that? So there's this cow that window shops at night. Okay. But they can't ever catch it in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. Yeah. So he's in downtown Prestonsburg, Kentucky, and he's they've got video of him. He travels around at night. He goes by all the shops, checks out the shops. He doesn't hurt anything, but they can never catch the cow. Well, they finally reported yesterday that they've caught the cow.
How did they do it?
Well, I mean, they just, the way you get a cow, they couldn't find it. Is the thing is it was out at night, but they never see it during the day. Now they found the cow. Guess what? They can't find the owner. They don't know who it belongs to. Yeah. But the mayor down there is Les Stapleton. Don't know if he's any relation to his county next to him in Johnson County, Chris Stapleton, or not. But an Eastern Kentucky name.
Oh, it's East Kentucky Stapleton.
He says it's the strangest thing ever. When it travels south, it's in the southbound lane. When it turns around and comes back the other way, it moves to the northbound lane.
See, these cows are no slouch cows at all.
Says right now we have some sweet feed passed around among the shifts so that we can try and lure it in.
I say,
imagine that. You've got your bulletproof vest and your gun and your badge, and get your sweet feed.
Why don't they put a bag of it in the window?
They want to keep the window.
If the cow goes window shopping, that's pretty good.
I can't believe you hadn't heard about that. WYMT's been all over it.
Okay,
that is the best news organization, local news organization.
They're good.
YMT, they're awesome.
Channel 27 in Lexington, or they used to be.
Hazard.
Hazard. Oh, Hazard. Yeah, Hazard.
That's KYT.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm talking about YMT out of Hazard.
My YT. Yeah, it is. They got a lot of area to cover over there.
They know what they're doing.
And I'm glad to know that about being able to hunt down livestock at window shops, which is not part of their foray, as it were. Let's see. Anything else? You got anything else up there?
No, I remembered I was wanting to forward that to you, and then I got distracted and never did forward it, so I just brought it up in the middle of a live radio program.
I got one more story here to wrap it up. This is to make us feel better about our weather, okay?
Okay.
This is out of Australia this morning. Melbourne residents have been warned that they could endure power outages today as Australia's second largest city is forecast to experience its hottest day in a decade. So while you're freezing to death out here, you think about the Victoria state capital with a population of 5 million people. You always think of, Australia being the outback. That's a lot of people. You can't call that the outback. But the temperature is set to reach 111 degrees. That will be Melbourne's hottest day since February 7th of 2009, a day of catastrophic wildfires. And then it was remembered as Black Saturday. That day, the temperature reached 115 degrees. Wildfires killed 173 people and razed more than 2,000 homes in Victoria. Now, that is a heat wave.
I'm not going there.
There's
got to be some middle ground somewhere.
Scores of wildfires are raging in southeast Australia, with authorities warning of fire risk being high. Victoria's energy minister says the 3 power generators had shut down as infrastructure struggled to keep up with demand. That is a bad problem, you know. I'm sure Australia is a neat place, but it's just got too many things that I'm not interested in.
I'm gonna put my camera on, because I can't rig this up, and my phone's about dead.
Okay.
But Judge Hale sent me a video just now. This is how you keep a cow around, right here. Look at him. He's getting a massage.
Oh, okay. That's a cow massage, huh?
Uh-huh.
A bovine massage.
Yep. He won't wander around and go shopping when he's already at the barn spa.
That's right. Or he'll be looking for another spa.
There's no explanation for this video, Judge, but chime in. We'll take a break and come back and see what he has to say about it.
Okay, that'll be good. That's it. Hear about the judge and the cow and the massage.
That sounds good.
Hey everybody, this is Earn Dog. I want to remind you all about the easiest way to remember where to find your next home or business. Just go to GlasgowKYHomes.com. That's where you'll find the complete listing of property available from Glasgow's Realty and Auction. Randy Gibbons, principal broker, is a personal friend, and I can assure you that he and Tara Vincent will treat you right. Located on the square in Glasgow, that's Glasgow Realty and Auction. Call 651-SOLD, and remember, GlasgowKYHomes.com.
Hack Whitty, Marita Whitty Lyle, David Whitty, Becky Lyle, names that have been trusted in this community for quality auto repairs for 46 years. Names you can continue to trust for many years to come. At Whitty's Complete Car Care, they specialize in all your car repair needs, including brakes, tune-ups, and diagnostics. And you won't believe their amazing tire prices. If you're ever in need of towing or unlocking service, Jeff is ready and waiting 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Whitty's Complete Car Care on Rogers Road in Glasgow, 46 years and counting.
Hello, I'm Anthony Myatt. Thanks for calling. How can I help you?
I need life insurance, but it's so complicated.
It can be. As a Modern Woodman agent, I'm trained to design the best plan for you.
Great. Thanks a lot. I'm so glad I called you.
Call me anytime at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
Hey Scotty fans, Town & Country Pharmacy is proud to serve the Glasgow community. We are located off the Parkway on Highway 90 at 742A East Main Street. We make transferring your prescriptions easy with one simple phone call. Call 270-629-4MED and ask for Philip. We do the rest. We offer medication synchronization and delivery services to make your pharmacy experience fit into your busy schedule. Stop by and check out our new gift shop offerings and our CBD hemp products. New patients receive a $10 gift certificate to the gift shop. Town & Country Pharmacy, the hassle-free pharmacy where we make getting healthy easier. Visit townandcountrymeds.com.
Got an update on the massaging cows.
All right.
Judge Hale, right, this is our local robotics milking facility in Etoile at the Mattingly farm.
Okay.
That's what it is. So probably, they say something about California cows, comfortable cows, or something like that. I guess when they're comfortable, they produce more milk.
That's pretty sharp. You still got that, you don't have that picture up anymore, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a charger for my phone now.
Okay, all right.
There we go.
All right. Yeah.
Comfortable cows.
Is that the machine doing that work over there, or is that Ken Mattingly?
That's the machine.
Okay, that's the machine. Okay, I got you. I was trying to zoom in with my eyes.
Yeah, it's hard to see. We'll, I tell you what, we'll archive this.
Okay.
And we'll put it back up for June Dairy Month.
Yeah, that's pretty neat to do.
If I'm that cow and I'm getting my back scratched for the first time in a month or two,
yeah.
You know what? I don't know. And then you get the oh gosh, what is the thing? You get the I've lost my train of thought. You get a massage basically with a scrubber. And I'm trying to find I'm killing time.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
But give me just a second.
A massage with a scrubber with a
So this is the cow, all right?
Okay.
And he's getting a massage.
Yeah.
This is all live radio, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. And this is what it sounds like.
All right. That's a happy cow, you know.
It says they lay on water beds and get pedicures, is what Judge Hale says.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can, because, I mean, think about it. What better way to make sure that you have smooth progress than with all the employees in a smooth mood?
Extra O in the word mood.
That's right.
How about that? Well, you want to say bye to Facebook so we could do music history and not get kicked off?
Yeah, we don't want to get in trouble. We like.
Thank you, Judge Hale. Appreciate that. That's
yeah.
These cows are living better than I am.
That's right. You need to. Why don't you make those?
But they probably help out a lot more people than I do. So.
Well, you might make the same noises.